This is your boy Zay here with just a little video based on Pokemon Direct that came out today, February 27th, 2019 for Generation 8. Confirmed that there's going to be Pokemon Sword and Shield, which is lit. The region looks very medieval. Region is called Galar region, by the way. It's very medieval English vibe. I like it. Looks pretty lit. Can't wait to play it. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so one day I'll play it. But I'm still here to. I just want to predict what the starters' final evolutions typings will be. Um, kind of go through my thoughts. So wait, where is it? Okay, so here are the three starters. Uh, yeah, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble, right? So here are my. I listened with the typings. I thought for Grookey, I'm thinking grass fighting. Scorbunny, I'm thinking fire ground or fire electric. And Sobble, I'm thinking water poison. Now let's go through it. So Grookey, grass fighting. Let's see what he says about it. Okay, what does he say? Chimp Pokemon, right? He's a chimp Pokemon. Let's go. Where do I have this? All right, let me search the entire Pokemon database and look for chimp Pokemon. Chimp, Chimchar, Grookey. Those are only two chimp Pokemons. Chimchar becomes fire fighting, right? And if you're a monkey, right, and you're curious, you're mischievous, you want to be out and about, full of boundless curiosity. You want to be out there doing stuff, swinging between branches. You gotta be a fighting type. Like this, I don't know if you're how are you a chimp and you don't have fighting type? That's my question. If he turns out to not have a fighting type, I'll be like, I don't even know anymore. So there's that. I feel like 80 to 90% like he's positive that he's grass fighting. Like, even though grass fighting is a pretty garbage combination of typing in terms of weaknesses, what was his name? What was that grass fighting Pokemon? That was what was it called? Let me just look it up real quick. Chestnut, yeah. So I'm looking at Chestnut. He's look at all those weaknesses: flying, poison, fire, psychic, ice, fairy. Like, Jesus, there's just so many weaknesses. But I mean, there's nothing else you can like. He's got to be a fighting type. How else are you gonna be able to? You're very curious. You gotta do stuff, go places. You gotta be a fighting type. Like, I don't know what other typing could coexist with boundless curiosity. One other thing is probably flying. I don't think you're gonna get a grass flying monkey. Like, that's not gonna happen. So, that, other than the flying type, that could fulfill the role of being full of boundless curiosity. I'm pretty sure it's grass fighting. Like, there's no way it can't be that. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I thought about Grookey. Next is Scorbunny. Fire ground or fire electric. Now hear me out on this. So there's no way that we're gonna have a firefighting. Well, okay. I'm thinking we're not gonna get another firefighting because we already have a grass fighting, right? So we're not gonna have another firefighting. So to that leaves to for me to think what's the next typing gonna be. According to the Pokemon Direct, Scorbunny is always running about bursting with energy. Yeah, so we got a fire rabbit that's bursting with energy. So that's where the fire electric can come in. My only problem with that is electric doesn't have any type advantages or weaknesses to fighting or poison. Like it's kind of just by itself, right? So I'm thinking, nah, it can't be electric, right? Could be, but I don't think bursting with energy doesn't. I mean, fire electric is cool typing. Don't get me wrong. I think it's the only other typing that doesn't have a fire electric. I'm pretty sure is, or that has fire electric is pretty sure it's Rotom. Um, where is it? Yeah, Heat Rotom. So it would be pretty unique. My only problem with it, it doesn't have any interactions in terms of second typing with the other Pokemon, which is what majority of the previous generations had. Is well, except for the first generation, Venusaur with the poison typing that didn't really do anything, or didn't really have interaction with the other two. Um, and then besides the second generation, which were all monotypes. Yeah, so and these all these Pokemon could definitely be straight up all grass or all fire, all water. Although I think that would be kind of boring uh, for this new generation, especially since Pokemon has changed to these days where literally almost everything has dual typing, which is like I think it's awesome. Gives more diversity and like more team comps you can make, and it just gives you more abilities to use stab, the same type attack bonuses, which is really nice. But yeah, anyways, I'm thinking it has to be a dual type. Just to if you just make it a mono fire type, and like that's boring as hell. So no one wants that. Um, so yeah, bursting with energy. I'm thinking okay, so it could be electric. I don't like electric, so I'm thinking ground. Why ground? Okay, let's go back to the. Let me go back here. Okay, so let's look for rabbit, right? We got Azumarill, water type. I don't water fairy. Okay, I don't think we're gonna have a fairy that has. I don't think fairies are super. What's the word? Are burst. I don't think fairies are bursting with energy. Yes, they have Moonblast, but like Moonblast the move, but like that's not gonna work. I don't think that makes sense. Um, let's go down the list. Other rabbit Pokemon: Baneri, Lopunny, and then Scorbunny. So yeah, Baneri and Lopunny, they're both normal types. I don't think we're gonna have a fire normal. I don't think that's gonna happen because normal is same idea with electric. No type interactions, which is my issue with the fire type. So, the only other type I'm thinking is the ground type because, guess what? Just because they're not classified as rabbit Pokemon, they're still ground type, which is, I'm thinking about Diggersby and Bunnelby. They're rabbits, right? They're ground type. They like to burrow, right? But, like, if you're bursting with energy, I'm thinking maybe ground types could work as well because, you gotta have energy to dig and do all that stuff. And look, the dude has some big ass feet. Like, look at those feet compared to its hands. Like, I feel like he was made to run fast, but then he can also dig with his feet. Okay, maybe that doesn't make sense, but I don't know. I'm thinking like I'm thinking fire ground. I don't know. The only other fire ground there exists is Numel, and the typing is not that bad. It's only weak to water 4 times and ground 1 time, so it's not bad. It's pretty decent typing. I mean, sure, it's weak to water, but then just don't bring it into water types. Duh. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking with Scorbunny. Always running, bursting with energy. Maybe he likes to run underground. Who knows? That's what, fire ground makes sense in my eyes. But yeah. All right, next we got Sobble, water poison. So I'm thinking poison. Well, let's go to Sobble. Sobble likes to shoot out attacks as it hides itself in the water. So Sobble's a timid dude, right? He's a lizard Pokemon and he's timid. So let's go to lizard. Think about lizard, right? Lizard, toxic lizard. We got poison, fire. Fire. Let's omit the fire. So we got poison, right? Next lizard, Charmander. Okay, he becomes a flying type. I don't think if you're timid, you're gonna turn into a flying type. I don't think that's just not gonna happen, right? Grass type, Trico. I don't think. I mean, you can't go water grass. I don't think that's possible. So I'm thinking poison, and there's also this. There's also a move called acid armor. By the way, that let's read it. The user alters its cellular structure to melt into the water, right? So I'm thinking he's gonna use acid armor. He's gonna be able to the move acid armor, right? Because he's timid. He likes to hide in the water. And that's where I'm thinking the poison type comes in, especially if lizards. You got lizards and poison kind of makes sense, right? They like to shoot poison shit out and poison you. I feel like that's kind of the lizard theme in Pokemon. Even though these water types don't have poison typings with them because they're not lizards, right? If you got a lizard, I'm thinking poison. All right, let's look at the poison type real quick. Is Toxicroak a lizard? Toxic Mouth. I don't know. He looks very lizard-like, just a bipedal lizard. Got Salazzle lizard. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like lizards are very poison-like. Lizards, snakes, that type of deal, poison, right? So I'm thinking poison, water poison, using acid armor as part of its kit because it likes to hide itself. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. We got Grookey, grass fighting, Scorbunny, fire ground, possibly fire electric, but I'm thinking fire ground, and then Sobble is water poison. One more thing I want to say. Well, ground is poison is weak to ground, so there's that thing. Fighting doesn't have anything to do with ground or poison, which is like an iffy thing to me. But I feel so strongly with Grookey being grass fighting. If Grookey doesn't become a fighting type, I don't know what to do with my life. So I'm like 75 to 80% with Grookey turning to a fighting type. That's the only thing I'm sure on. And Sobble. Sobble looks very water poison like. I don't think he's gonna be a dark type like Greninja. There's no way. Just kind of saying stuff in my head at this point, but like there we have it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'm close to what actually is right in the future. Thanks for watching.